Good morning, dear students. I welcome you all in the online computer class. Today, we are going to learn to add CSS to a web page using Composer. Let's start. First, open Composer. Then open the file on which we wish to apply styles for the visual elements of the website. Here we will open file p1.html. To use CSS in Composer by default, click on Tools present on menu bar, then click Preferences. This will open Options dialog box. Select General category present on the left side of the window. Then select the checkbox Use CSS styles instead of HTML elements and attributes and click OK. Now Composer will use CSS styling to format the text. Children, you already know that a single website consists of many web pages. Assume that we want to design a web page with the following contents. Remember, main headings on the web pages, on all web pages, should follow a particular style as given below. Style of main heading H1 should be font Times New Roman, case should be uppercase, alignment should be center, background color of heading H1 should be light blue and border should be dotted border. Now follow the steps to create CSS for above heading. From the composition toolbar, select Cascade. This is Cascade button. Cascade button. This will open a dialog box named CSS Style Sheets. Using this dialog box, we can define the style for each element. Click on the first radio button. Style applied to all elements of type. Then from the drop-down menu, choose an element to create the style rule. As we want to create a style for heading 1 element, we will select H1, that is heading 1. Click Create Style Rule button. You will see that CSS Style Sheet dialog box remains open, but the options will change. Here you can see H1 element just below the heading Internal Style Sheet on the left pane. On the right side of the window, you will see various tools like General, Text, Background, Borders, Box, List, URL. Each of these tabs can be used to give a specific style to the element. Now let us create the style rule for H1 selector. Select H1 in the left pane. Click on Text tab. This will show various style options. Select Predefined radio button and choose Times New Roman. Even from Use Custom Font Family, we can choose Times New Roman. Select Big Font Size since it is a heading. In the preview box, you can see the size of the heading. Then choose font color as dark blue color. Press OK. Font weight as bolder. Choose uppercase from the case option. So the heading will appear in uppercase. And center from alignment option. As you change the option, you can see that the preview of the text changes in this preview box. To set the background color, select the background tab. From the color option, click the color palette button. Select the color of your choice. Here I will select light blue background. Click OK button. Whatever color you choose for the background of H1 will be displayed in this preview box. Instead of color, if you want to keep an image in the background, then in the image option, click on choose file and select the location and the image file with the extension as .jpg for the background. But just now, I will keep light blue color as main headings H1's background. Now to set the border, select the border tab. If you want to apply the same border on all four sides, tick the checkbox in front of the text. All four sides use same border style. You will see that only one option top will be enabled and all others are disabled. This is because the effect on a single side will be applied on all four sides. From the drop-down menu of Style, select Dotted. You can also specify the width and color of the border as per your choice. Color black. We can also see the preview of the border style used by us in the preview box. Now there are more options available if you select the other tabs. Click on the General tab. This will show the CSS code which is generated. If you remember HTML coding, you can even make changes or do editing in this code. Here the style rule says that H1 is the selector and this 9 lines are 9 declarations in which border style is dotted, border color is black, font size is 2.2 em, font color is dark blue color. This is hexadecimal representation of dark blue color. Text alignment is in center, means heading will come in center. Font is Times New Roman. Font weight is bolder. Text, that is heading 1, will come in uppercase. And background color of heading 1 is light blue color. This is hexadecimal representation of light blue color. Thus, we have created the style to be applied to H1 element. We can use the same procedure to create a style for any other element in the web page. Now press OK button. Save this CSS code by pressing Ctrl+S. Now let us use the CSS style created for H1 tag. Select two main headings one by one. First, I will choose Advantages of e-commerce. Then select heading 1 option to apply the style created by us. Next, select limitations of commerce. Then select heading 1 from Format toolbar 1. So now, wherever we apply heading 1 in any of the web pages, the style will remain the same for all. Select the Source tab present at the bottom of the window to view the CSS style sheet code. This figure shows the CSS code in the head section. Now let us apply style to heading 2 tag. Click on CSS. Click here. Style applied to all elements of type. Heading 2. Create style rule. Text. Predefined. We will select the font as Arial. Font size can be seen in the preview box. Color we will select as red color. Okay. Font weight normal. Case capitalize means the first letter of each word is in capital letters. Alignment is left. Tick here for underline. Now for this heading 2, we don't need to apply background or borders. So just press OK. But before that, just click on General. You will see the style rule for selector H2. This is selector H2. This is the declaration. Click OK. Now we will apply heading 2. Heading 2. Heading 2. Click on Source. This figure shows the source code in the head section for H1 and H2 tags. Now we will study some advantages of CSS. Firstly, CSS allows to set the format of the website without changing the structure of HTML. Secondly, format properties of the website, that is, style, CSS, are kept separate from the structure of HTML. Thirdly, the web designer's job becomes easier, as for changing the style of an element, he only needs to make modifications in CSS file. Fourthly, since style of each element is set only once, the CSS has less code, means smaller file size, so the web pages will load faster. Fifthly, using CSS makes website designing quick and efficient. Disadvantages of CSS. The CSS compatibility varies with different browsers. That means whatever CSS works with one browser might not always work with another browser, or CSS works differently on different browsers. So the web developer needs to test for compatibility by executing the program across multiple browsers. Secondly, but nowadays the latest browser versions has reduced the compatibility issue. In short, CSS allows you to specify styles for the visual elements of the website. Thank you. Have a good day.